These guys are game-changing kinds of players.
This is one of the best players in baseball.
These guys are incredible.
And this guy is historically great.
Christian Yelich was the baddest man on the baseball field.
Mike Trout has separated himself that he's the greatest of the great.
Is there anything Bellinger can't do?
That's a lot of all-star talent.
We are, quite possibly, in the midst of history. Mike Trout is having the best season of his career, which is saying something. And yet two other guys are hanging right there with him. Let's do a little digging in. Mike Trout, let's start there, comes into the week with a .466 on base, slugging .642. That's a monstrous offensive year, his best. But there are somehow two other players producing at the same Herculean level. Cody Bellinger, a .444 on base, slugging .699. And like Trout, doing so partially in a pitcher's park. But Christian Yelich has an on-base of .435 and, yes, is hitting in a hitter's park, but is slugging a best in baseball .744. It's only about 75 games in, but these three are hitting at a level rarely reached in baseball history. Here are the best hitting seasons of the last 10 years. The only full season at the level of these three, Bryce Harper in 2015, Miguel Cabrera in 2013, and Mike Trout last year. Coming into the week, all three, right now, weighted runs created plus of 190. 100 is league average. Three hitters operating at a stratospheric level. Now, in terms of clutchiness, they're also the top three in the game. Trout has the edge here in win probability added. Now, that's not a completely fair stat in terms of even chances, but it does reflect what has happened in terms of a hitter changing the chances of his team winning. Trout and Yelich are very close, razor close. Bellinger a bit behind. But wait, there's more. Among the top three, there is the best defender, at least by the current metrics, in the game. Cody Bellinger currently has the most defensive runs saved in baseball, a staggering 21 defensive runs saved already, 19 of them in right. And after being bounced around a bit, several positions, Bellinger has flourished in right field. And among the three defensively, Bellinger, #1 in baseball, Yelich and Trout, above average seasons. 4 defensive runs saved, 2 defensive runs saved, respectively. But wait, there's even more. On the bases, Yelich is 17 for 18 in stolen base attempts and is already at 3.1 base running runs. That's top 12 in base running in the game, both leagues. Yet Trout is ahead of him at 3.5 base running runs. He's 10th overall. Bellinger is not the only one of the three that is not elite on the base paths. So, who's having the best season? Well, here's a clue. I'm not saying this is the answer, but there's a pretty good indication. The way WAR is configured, Bellinger's defensive metrics give him the edge. All three are on their way to giant 10-win seasons. That's 10 WAR. In the expansion era, 1961, there have only been 22 such seasons. Can it continue? No way of knowing. It's an incredible clip. It would require career years for Bellinger and Yelich, but they are at that pace, and that is remarkable enough.